Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are not taking the same exam.
Yeah.
And I think it bothers people. They're not taking the same exam. He gets to be lawless. She has to be flawless. That's what's unfair.
Oh my God, I agree with something that Van Jones said. What's happening?
Isn't that weird?
I hate almost everyone this morning except Van Jones, which is weird. Okay.
Weird.
But he just said it correctly about her and Trump. They're not taking the same exam. He gets to be lawless. She has to be flawless. That's what's unfair. That's what's unfair tonight. He didn't even show up. And then, of course, he's lying about it. He's saying, oh, she called me Hitler. No, you're thinking of J.D. Vance. You're thinking of your running mate.
Yep.
She answered perfectly. Like, do you think he's... Yes. So do all of his generals. It's just, I can't...
People at the highest level of security clearances think he's fascist.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. That worked for him. That were in the Situation Room and the Oval Office with him.
Right. And these people had to go through layers and layers and layers of security clearances to get that high.
Oh my God, I can't. I don't. Okay, let's just resign ourselves to the gastrointestinal distress, America. That we will be. Did you deliberately alternate stories that are going to give me
Yes.
distress with stories that will make me happy?
Yes.
Less than 2 weeks, so you're going to get both.
I hate everyone, but let's start with Nate Silver.
Oh my God.
Really, Nate Silver? Oh, what, you have a gut? You have a gut feeling Trump's going to win? And then he goes on with like a million different disclaimers. Well, I could be wrong. Yeah, of course. You're always wrong. I could be wrong. And you know what? And it could be close, but it also could be a runaway from either one of them. I'm like, what?
Also, my problem with that is that Nate Silver has never been about his gut.
Well,
he's always been about the numbers, and all of a sudden he's about his gut?
Oh.
What the...
You know
Oh,
what's
you
fueling...
almost had to bleep yourself there.
Wow.
No, what he said there pissed me off.
I know. Well, plus because everybody's panicky already.
Yeah.
And he knows that, okay. But what was I going to say? Also, guess what his gut is fueled by? Food that is provided by Peter Thiel. Like, I don't trust any of the, you asked the other day because you were being both sidesy. Oh my God, did they have to have Bill Maher on Morning Joe with his both sides do it? Oh my God, this morning, I am really up to here. But you said something about, how do you know they're not flooding the zone with blue wave polls? Because nobody has ever done that.
We should.
Bob Seska pointed it out yesterday. The reason, Chris, I trust certain people like Simon Rosenberg and what's his name? Bob mentioned him yesterday.
Christopher Bouzy?
Yeah, but no, another guy as well. But it's because they've been right. It's not because they lean left or something. It's because they've been right. The polls we're talking about that are skewing things are called the red wave pollsters for a reason, because they predicted the red wave that never happened because they were wrong. So
Nate Silver was once right.
Yeah, and
he's been right,
and now he's funded by Peter Thiel.
Okay,
so it's yeah. Oh, hold please. I'll get back to you, Anderson Cooper. You just stay there.
Uh-oh.
Are you mad at Anderson Cooper now?
Yes.
Trouble now.
Jesus.
What about Dana Bash?
Oh, here's the... Yeah, she's still on my list.
On your S list?
Yes. Yeah, this was the story. Bob was mentioning this at the end of his segment yesterday. Trump's recent momentum shift could in fact be an illusion, according to some experts. The data include a huge number of GOP-leaning polls that could potentially tip the scales. A flood of GOP-aligned polls has been released for the precise purpose of influencing the polling averages and thus the election forecast in Trump's favor. The report says it further points to Simon Rosenberg, Thom Bonnier, that's who I'm thinking of, data analyst Thom, who were skeptical of such predictions in 2022 and ultimately proved correct, and their warnings are this is all happening again. That's why, because they were the guys that called out the red wave polling. In their telling, GOP data is serving an essential end of pro-Trump propaganda, which is heavily geared toward painting him as formidable, strong figure whose triumph over weak Harris is inevitable. The GOP-aligned data firms are concertedly attempting to build up that impression, both in polling averages and in media coverage. That's the important thing. That is gravitationally influenced by it. They are engaged in a data-driven psyop designed to spread a sense of doom among Democrats that the election is slipping away from them. It raises another problem, a potentially serious one, in reference to journalists reporting on these minor shifts, which might be illusory. That's... They always know they have a partner in the mainstream media is the problem, because they want clicks and panic and, oh my God, it's a horse race, right? How come nobody's making eye contact with me? I need your love this morning. Hi. Okay. All right. That's good. That's enough. That'll hold me. That'll hold me for the rest of the morning.
I don't look you in the eye ever. Why start now?
I'm like he looks at me like a wolf. Like, don't make eye contact.
Yeah. Because then I'll get eaten.
All right. This is yes, Nate Silver. My gut is Trump will win, but I don't think you should put any value whatsoever on anybody's gut, including mine. Well, then shut up and shut the
yeah.
up.
So then why are you offering up your gut?
I'm going to need the entire shut up cannon for every single pollster and pundit right now.
I wish you could just shut your big yapper.
Okay. Okay. It's just, it's not just grading on a curve. It's like Van Jones is right about it. They're taking an entirely different exam.
Yeah.
And they allow Trump to just sit on the sidelines and lie and heckle in the peanut gallery. Well, Harris is the one. If I have to hear this again, it's just, have you separated yourself from Biden? Why? He's the most successful president in our lifetime, just about legislatively, provably, by every barometer. How come you haven't gotten everything done that you've been talking about in the past 4 years?
No, she's the vice president, first off, so she doesn't set policy.
Oh, my God. I just... Thank you, Kristen Johnson, who I've loved for 11 billion years. She said, imagine Harris winning in spite of the rampant misogyny and racism, the utter failure of the corporate media to truthfully cover both candidates with clarity, the billionaires who own these apps pushing their own agendas, the laxity of the DOJ, the cheating and voter purges, Project 2025, the double standard of demanding perfection from her while letting a slobbering, vicious, deranged old fascist skate by with a wink and an occasional slap on the wrist. Imagine if she wins in the face of all that. Well, she's going to. Oh, yeah. I can't. CNN's Harry Enton.
Yeah.
He told basically Democrats calm down.
Yes, and he's not one to usually tell Democrats to calm the F down.
We are prone to panic. It's our bag. It's what we do because there's so much at stake. This is not any normal election. Right. But he told Aaron Burnett he simply doesn't understand the Democratic panic out there right now. He said this week it's the Democrats that are worrying. The path to 270 for Kamala Harris is very clear right now. He said, again, less than a point lead for Harris in Wisconsin, less than a point lead in Michigan, less than a point lead in Pennsylvania. But the bottom line is Kamala Harris, based on this polling data from both the Washington Post and the averages, has a very clear path at this particular point to 270. The bottom line is I don't understand Democratic panic because the path is clear. So Aaron Burnett said that would mean she doesn't need to win any of these other states you have there, which includes North Carolina, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia. I mean, that's just to put an emphasis on it. But North Carolina is a must-win for Trump. Harry said we got a point lead in the polls there for Donald Trump, well within the margin of error, less than a point in North Carolina, 2-point lead in Arizona for Trump, less than a point lead for Kamala Harris in Nevada. So, even if you gave Trump, say, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, you can still, in fact, get Kamala Harris to 270 by giving her North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. So, again, I don't understand this Democratic panic.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. It's our bag, Harry. I got an idea. How about we just get her all those states? Let's just, you know what? Let's just
flood the zone.
Yeah, let's, oh God. I'm like that orca story you sent me about he pooped in the pool and then shot it all at the audience. That's me right now. I'm just gonna poop and I'm just gonna fling my feces at everybody.
So we're all sitting in your splash zone.
That's yummy.
Great.
If you need any more evidence that we should free Willie, I will throw my right at you.
Wow.
Okay. Right. Trump. Do I need to do the statement from the Bassin? Because this is what he gets to do. Comrade Kamala Harris. Oh, that never gets old.
So boring.
Because she's both a communist and a fascist, as you know.
She's all of the above.
Okay. Sees that she's losing. No. Losing badly, especially stealing the race from crooked Joe Biden. No. So she's aggressively raising her rhetoric, going so far as to copy Adolf Hitler. No. Again, that would be your running mate. And everything else that comes to her warped mind. She's the threat to democracy, not fit to be president of the United States, and her polling so indicates. No. I'm sorry, I forgot. He only speaks fascist. 999.
9999.
999. None of that.
9999999.
He bores me.
I did one happy clappy story and one Nate Silver thinks something that he pulled out of his ass that's now in his stomach, his gut, something. Okay. Oh, by the way, another woman has accused Trump of groping her. Epstein, something. Here we go. By the way, Jen Taub, we all, I know, are so numb, but I'm glad she said warning. A video is about to drop showing Donald Trump apparently groping a teenager. Please, I'm begging you, before you respond, this won't matter. Consider how that feels to victims of sexual assault. It matters to us, even if it doesn't matter to Trump voters. I mean, that's the thing about us getting numb. It's like, oh, another one of his generals called him a fascist. It's still important, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, the fact that, I don't know, are we up to 11 billion? How many women have accused him of assault? He is already an adjudicated rapist. So I get it. Okay. I still believe, Jody, we are going to live in America where all of this stuff does matter. People like Hitler and a rapist, that actually, 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Not 2 weeks.
Not quite 2 weeks. It's a little over a week.
Okay, so did I mention Donald Trump didn't even have the balls to show up to a town hall? He's canceled every single interview. Again, can you imagine? Because I feel like Kamala Harris is in a can't win, right? She shows up and she's the only one that gets hard questions and gotcha questions. He doesn't show up at all, and they just let him, no debates, no interviews, no nothing. Okay, that's where the gaslighting, when he calls her lazy as hell, and he's done. Okay.
She's overdoing it now, Stephanie.
Yes, right. Too much now, right?
And
the wrong kind.
Apparently.
Sheesh.
Anderson Cooper noted that Kamala Harris has not created any separation between herself and Joe Biden. Yeah, why aren't you separating yourself from one of the most successful administrations in history?
Yeah,
created more jobs
Remember how
than
that didn't
all
go
of
well
the
for Al Gore?
And then he asked her why White House plans had not already been accomplished. Yeah, because why are you not running on the really successful wreck? How come you haven't separated yourself from that? And at the same time, it's bad because you didn't do every. Really? How about he asked Trump why he didn't accomplish one thing he promised? Nothing. Oh, hi. This message comes from our sponsor, Freedom From Religion Foundation. Freedom from religion. Did you know that almost 1/3 of Americans have no religion? At least 34% of Gen Z are religiously unaffiliated. I'm in the largest religious group, not ex-Catholics. 2024, not just another election. You know that already. 2024 is a critical movement. Decisions made by elected officials will impact policies concerning health, privacy, and personal freedoms. Free Speech TV and the Freedom From Religion Foundation share a commitment to defending freedom of expression and the importance of critical thinking. That's why we're grateful for support from the Freedom From Religion Foundation, who works to empower people with the knowledge and tools to engage in civic life and protect their rights. Free Speech TV and the Freedom From Religion Foundation share a commitment to defending freedom of expression and the importance of critical thinking. We're grateful for the support from the Freedom From Religion Foundation that works to empower people with the knowledge and tools to engage in civic life. Protect your rights. Only you can do it. For more information on the work of the Freedom From Religion Foundation and their efforts to safeguard the separation of church and state, visit ffrf.org/Miller. That is ffrf.org/Miller. Your vote is your power. Don't sit this one out.